Hey ya folks, how's it going? I'm Lexi and I really like tabletop games. So much so that we review one here once a week, every week, hopefully in a short video so you could find your next game really quickly. If that sounds interesting to you, I encourage you to subscribe and keep watching. Today we are taking a look at a game that I have had on my shelf for a while, but I hadn't reviewed it because I thought it was a bit of an unconventional theme. This is a game about toppling the known order and governments. This is Comrades. Comrades as a game is generally inspired by the revolutionary groups that were acting in the late 19th, early 20th century. The politics of these groups could be pretty varied as well as their methods. The main thing that drew these people together to form these groups was a desire for change, and quickly. This game is about the struggle for revolution. Your group of revolutionaries can be operating at any time and any place. The book does supply a fully written setting that you can set your game in. This is Kreshiti, 1915. It's a fictional kingdom that is facing multiple crises as the dynasty is dying off and struggling with the changing world. You get a fully formed world with locations, non-player characters, and different events that could potentially come true. This setting is the most thoroughly written one that you get. You do also get two other settings included in this game. They're more written to be examples of play, but I see them as potential options for settings as well. There's New York 1777, on the cusp of the American Revolution, and a futuristic setting on one of Jupiter's moons in the year 2219. Comrades is a powered by the apocalypse games. For most actions, you're going to need to perform a move. To do this, you will roll 2d6 and then add a relevant modifier to the result that you get from adding the two die numbers together. This modifier can be anything from a -1 up to a +3. It can't go above a +4 generally. A 6 and under in this game is a failure. A 7 to 9 is a success with some potential consequence or price, and a 10 is a success without any complications. To start a game of Comrades, you'll gather together with your friends. You'll have a game master and everyone else will be the players. You'll build characters using playbooks, write your revolutionary group's manifesto, and choose how your group would like to bring about its revolution. All characters come with 5 base stats. This is where you record your modifiers. There's body, mind, spirit, guile, and bond. Bond is slightly different because you have multiple scores for bond. It describes your relationship with the other characters in your group, so you will have different numbers for how your character feels about that character. Comrades uses a series of moves which are available to all characters. There's Get Rough, What's Going On Here, Take a Risk, Start Something, Sway, Sneak, Help or Hinder a Comrade, Share a Quiet Moment, Cradle a Dying Comrade, and Adjust Bond. These moves take you through the highs and lows of political organization. You can perform most of these at any time except for Adjust Bond. This is to be done at the end of a game session. You also get 5 paths to revolution. Force, which is about organized weapons and fighting. Organization, which seeks to change the system legally. Zealotry, which takes advantage of public thought and opinion. Mayhem, which prefers disorganized violence, and Fellowship, which is all about your characters' bonds with each other. Each of these 5 paths have their own 5 steps to complete. You tick these off as you achieve them in the game, and once the 5th step is ticked off, the revolution is on your doorstep, and probably you will get to see that at the end of your campaign. You get 10 playbooks which can work with any of the paths to revolution, though some may feel more obviously suited to one way or another. Each playbook does come with their own special abilities, which really shows off the flavor of that playbook. Success is not guaranteed for your revolution in Comrades. It might go off the rails or turn against you. I appreciate that this game is honest about these seismic political events that happen in our own history and how they often don't go the way we thought they would. I really enjoyed reviewing Comrades today. It's overtly political, and I actually really enjoyed that. It's interesting. It invites players to directly think about what makes history turn and change and how powers rise and fall. The Game Master in this manual also gets a pretty helpful write-up on how to run the game. Powered by the Apocalypse games in general do not have Game Masters rolling dice. They generally are given moves which are more suggestions on what to do in certain opportunities. I really like that this manual has included the move for the Game Master called Put Them on the Spot. It is literally about putting the player characters on the spot, so they can no longer dodge or run from a situation and they have to confront it. Fans of political history or political theory might get a real kick out of Comrades. Though I do think the game does have some general broad appeal. If you've ever felt fed up with the world and you wish you could just change it right now, this could be a fun game for that feeling. I'm not sure if this game is a really reliable manual for actual revolution. I think it's a great outlet for imagination and feelings. It definitely feels empowering to play. This game is focused on revolutions and overturning systems, so if you prefer to follow the rules in your game, meaning you prefer to keep the systems in place, maybe this game is not quite for you. Who knows though, it could be a fun challenge to try. This is a game that works best over multiple sessions as you progress towards that revolution. I will say this game does deal with some very mature themes potentially. There is a good safety chapter, but I would be aware of that. You have a few different options for purchasing a copy of this game through DriveThruRPG. The standard color book and the soft color, which I have, is $20 US. And the premium color is $35. There is also a PDF option if you want something a bit more affordable. So what did you think? Was there a path to change you would prefer personally? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. While you're there, I encourage you to like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and maybe even share with a friend. It actually all really helps this channel get more notice and helps more people find out what we do. I also have a Ko-Fi page where you can donate to this channel and help me keep finding games to present to you all. But even just watching and sharing is a huge help. I hope you're all well, and I look forward to seeing you next time at the gaming table. Bye!